Hi, for today's teardown we have this Sony camera control panel for mounting into a broadcast camera's control console in a TV station, most probably. Model RCP-D50. So this was a very lucky find on eBay, just browsing like that, and I found this device untested at a very fair price. So it is normally connected to the CCU-TX50 camera control unit, like such. And then connected to a camera in a triax mode. I do not have the matching camera control unit, and I do not have the correct cables. But still, thanks to the Electrotania website and the service manual, I was able to figure out the connections and the power supply requirements, and even a video input. So, it is a quite fancy control panel actually, which is still expensive onto some retailers. And I got it for, guess how much? Not 100 euros, not 50 euros, I got it for 20 euros. So quite happy with it. The only cosmetical problem is one missing button here. I did temporarily replace with another one. They are removable caps like this, with little watchers behind them, little rubber caps. Quite easy to lose actually, and I did not so far find one in my stock, so it should be an excuse to purchase something else from Sony for parts with matching buttons. But I do not have one for now, but this one is working just fine. So it is a very fancy camera control panel, because you can see a lot of buttons here. Display, which is at the same time function control display with touch screen, and blanking monitor from the camera, and a lot of other things here. This is an iris, mainly an iris control handle to control the amount of light coming to from in the camera for precise lightning control. Here we have an indicator for the camera number and some other stuff. So at the back, not much except 3 connections, coax for the camera, monitor output, the proprietary connector going to the camera control unit. I got the pin out, so I was able to connect some wires to it, and some external, probably serial protocol thing. Yes, also it speaks to the camera control unit in some kind of custom proprietary Sony serial protocol apparently. But before we take it apart, I will demonstrate some of the functions. So I did connect wires to my big Russian power supply on the side of my bench. Let's get sure I do not mismatch. Okay, and for the video input test, I will connect it to an old media player box that can read MP4 onto USB. So let's turn on the power. It will take approximately between 12 and 15 volts, something like this. So it should turn on. It did turn on previously. here we are. So the contacts here at the back are still a little bit dodgy. You can see we have immediately the screen turning on with all the functions you can go in. A lot of them actually. I will not go into everything. You will link in the video description the user manual and the service manual. So you can see you have a lot of things you can go control in the camera control unit. And here we are in the monitor mode, and you can see we have the message from my media player box here. So at the bottom part, nice display here with camera number. If you have several cameras, you can go up to 99, I believe, and other controls here. So of course it is not connected now to a camera control unit, so most of the functions here will not work. You can even back up settings into a memory stick apparently. So what I will do, first demonstration of the video input. So we have no speaker in it, so only it will be, I believe, picture, but I will play a video from my box here. It is very tiny. It is always searching for antenna input, so video, my USB stick, and hopefully I did do a test video. It must be this one. It is so tiny, this display. And yes, it is one of my own videos, so I will try to control the brightness and contrast. Does not do much actually, but you can see still it is working as a blanking monitor. Very nice. Okay, let's stop the playing here and exit the monitor function. So one thing I can do is go into the maintenance menus and do a test of the buttons and also test of the displays. It will be quite fun. So we have two maintenance screens. The first one you access by master slave monitor. You are in the diag mode 1. And in this mode, you can test each one of the turn buttons here. You can see to all the values. It will allow you to test they are working correctly from minus 29 to plus 29 each one. You can test all your buttons and LEDs, I believe. Yes, you have to press each one. Each one will turn light on, and you can go all to the bottom to test your buttons. And here we have a very fancy test mode of all the LEDs. You can see this display is a nice dot matrix display, so red and green. And how much? 8 by 8. Apparently, yes. So 64 dots on this one, and all the 7 segments here have a blinking pattern also. And of course, you can also test your iris and controls here. And this has also a push button feature. So okay, so very nice. And when you move one button, it will tell you here which one you are turning. So really complete test function here, quite impressive. So you can check if your rotary encoders are all working correctly. Very nice. So I will exit this mode. And the second one is by going into master, slave and function. So here we have it is mostly for setting the date and time, which was lost here, and software upgrade, which I will not do because I do not think there is an upgraded software available, or maybe not easy to find on the web. Anyways, you have your brightness controls and you have your hour meter. You can see it did turn for 5,796 hours, which is 250 days, I believe, something like this. Let's calculate how many it is. So 5, not contact here, again, it did turn off. This thing is really annoying, but not a big deal because anyways, 5,796 divided by 24, yes, 240 days of continuous use. Okay. So, it did turn off because of randomly bad contacts here at the back, I believe. Yes, apparently. Oh, my power supply did trip. Okay. I'll just try to cycle my power. Okay. So sometimes it seems it does an over current consumption and it does short out the power supply. So maybe it is a problem with this device actually. Okay, so let's go back in this mode. Hours meter, VR, what is it? So it is probably for setting default values and things like this. Calibration mode. Okay, I will not deal too much with this, but you can see it. One thing I can do, it is to modify here the big camera number. If I remember how to do this, RCP config, I believe, yes, camera number. So here we have number 2, and I can turn this button and go up to 99, and in the other way you can see, I see in fact if, when the number change it will do red and green dots for some seconds. So down to number 1 and even no number at all. Okay, quite fun. Okay, and a lot of other settings about the communications protocol. I did not read completely the user manual, but you can see obviously a lot of things. Here we have the firmware version and date 2005. Okay. Security, what is it? Maybe you can set okay, a lot of things. Quite fun. So interesting. Let's turn off the power and take it apart. Well, open it to check what we have. I do not know yet what I will do with this. Maybe I will try to resell it or just keep it like this in my collection. not sure, so let me disconnect the other stuff I don't need, and we'll have a look inside. So to open it, it is quite easy, just 4 screws, but first I will do something here, start to disassemble this controller. The screws here, by the way, are not super good. I will try to find replacement screws. So nice aluminium cup here, and then I believe it should lift off like this. Okay, revealing more screws. So if I want to extract the controller, probably to clean this rubber part here at the bottom anyways, I need to take it apart, so let's do it immediately. And here I need a wrench, obviously. Always my trusty Kindick from 1938. Is it fitting or not? Maybe. Okay, could be good enough. Okay, and we have, you will see here, one connector all at the back. Wow, it will be fun to undo. Maybe you can gain some cable slack by the rear side and then disconnect your connector. I will check out. I will leave it like this for now. So, undo the rear screws. So there will be a big flat cable going to this panel here. I know that I should be able to undo from the other side. You can swap easily this panel apparently. So you can see these brackets here for mounting into your big control console in your TV studio. Something I would like to take apart someday. A whole TV studio, why not? Okay. So it should lift hopefully. And I will immediately from this side do the big flat cable. Okay, so here nothing to see, just a PCB with the 3 connections, some piece of foam and some dust. So about the insides, here is what it looks like. CR2032 battery, probably completely flat. The cables going to your joystick controller here. You can see they are in here, so yes, I must be able to get some slack in here. I will check it later. Your board here for your memory stick, and a whole bunch of extra boards. You can see. Wow. So with here obviously the main computer control board, probably the main processor here. Some RAM here apparently, or ROM. Yes, probably ROM. There is a software number written. So first thing I will do is test the condition of this battery. See if it is necessary to replace it with my trash fund voltmeter here. and yes, it is definitely flat. Okay, it is why it is not keeping the time. So I will need to undo all those buttons, so let's do them immediately. Each time there is a little washer like this. Do not know the name of this material. It is some kind of low friction carbon loaded, maybe plastic, not sure. I am missing one of them already. Two of them, and here I need a tiny screwdriver. So quiz for you, this button I found in my stock. Which country it was made? Old school black bakelite, slotted screw with some kind of remains of paint over the screw. And here I was able to find actually a Teflon washer of the correct diameter. Okay, this is done. So apparently we have a number of flat flakes to undo that will allow to disconnect this first level of board. Let me grab some tires and try to undo it. So I have the service manual, so not a big deal to put it back together. The only thing here down the rows is this those very tiny levers on the connectors. Really, I do not like them. So easy to break and so brittle also. So it is secured here with those kind of plastic pins. One more, maybe, yes. So it should come off, hopefully. Do we have a board-to-board connector? Yes, here. Okay, so we can see the following board, some kind of a big shielding here. So, but first we will check out this one. So our flat battery, software, so the two main chips, pretty serious Altera here, I guess. A number of prone to fail electrolytics. Other side, wow, a lot more ICs, even relays. Here must be a RAM somewhere. Also we must have some kind of memory to keep the settings. Okay, you will find all the information in the service manual. I will link the schematic on everything. So if you want to go deeper, some kind of protection devices here. Okay, this was the first board. Second level of boards. Need to undo this. And wow, really, these things are not good. I hate them because, well, you are out of frame, excuse me, the pull kind is half good, but the lever kind is very brittle. And so here I have screws conveniently marked with arrows, as always with Sony, which should allow me to self-tappers here, going directly into the plastic front panel. So we will remove here the board with all the rotary encoders. So this shielding, okay. More chips here probably responsible for all the rotary encoders. What do we have else? One more board to board, okay. This is coming off. Revealing of a manufacturing date here, 2005, apparently, or 2003. The plastic was molded in 2003, but the device was finished in 2005. So I know sometimes onto Japanese equipment you have very special date codes referring to the Japanese calendar, not the regular calendar. Yes, again to 05 here, October. Yes, 21 October 2005. Okay. So this, I do not know what it is. So, this board here is off. You can see there is a board-to-board connector going to the bottom here. Bottom board. One more army of rotary encoders and capacitors, I was meaning. Look at this. Wow. Really a lot of them. I was not expecting this. Made in Germany. Wow. About the device itself. The box itself is actually, you will not see it, made in UK. Wow. I did not even know Sony had factories in Germany and in UK. Very interesting. So here you have all your rotary encoders. I do not see a manufacturer name on them. 6 pins. Apparently, nice Japanese characters here, I guess. Not sure even. Okay, so very typical Sony circuit board design. Little beeper here. So I can hopefully continue with. So this shielding here will allow to release apparently the display. Let's undo it, because yes, if I want to undo this board, it is necessary. I would like to clean the rubber membranes for the keys anyways. So all the screws are the same size, it is good. Wow, there is one part here, which I think I have never seen before. So let me grab this thing. Okay, and actually the display should come off. Yes. So you can see, quite easy to take apart for repair purpose. So I do not know the backlight technology in here, seems it is a cathode tube, because we have one pin each side and we have this very weird part here. You can see there is a silk screen, but not much of component numbers. Quite weird. Crystal oscillator here. This is probably your touch panel. Yes. So, really, this one I do not know what it is. Flat ceramic package with 3 contacts going to it. Really? Okay, let me put this on the side. And we continue with, why not, this top part here. So always the same screw length, it is good. A number of them. Quite fun to take apart. I need to find some Sony CCU boxes to take apart, but cheap. I want to find them cheap. Okay, not much here, just the contacts. Apparently carbon contacts. Not very impressive, with a little LED each time. These 3 ones are different color, orange. The other ones are yellow. And then you have the rubber. Yes, it is this I want to clean a little bit before I assemble. Some dust. Could be worse actually. Okay. Then we are down to this board here. And your joystick thing. So first I need to undo this, I guess, to be able, yes, as expected, excuse me, to be able to disconnect here, and then I can access the 2 screws here. That will allow me to undo this. Hopefully this part. Okay. Oh no, as it is undone, I will be able to take off the wall part here, which is secured by 4 screws. Again. Exactly the same kind of screw, and maybe we will be able to check out this device, how it is by exactly. So really, it is not too bad to take apart this thing. I was expecting a lot more issues. Okay, we are good here almost, except for this rubber part. So one more field replacement part, well, easy to replace part. And yes, this is dirty. So what do we have here? Nice mechanical structure here, one board with interconnects and one potentiometer. Okay, fairly simple, very well made. And about the control here, one more potentiometer and one push button in the same package. So this kind of part, probably not easy to find a replacement one if it is not from Sony. Golden connectors here. Spare no response. Okay. So this is nice. Not much else to see except I will undo this rubber here. So note to myself, the part like this is on the side of the main harness here. It is for further reassembly. Okay. So this needs cleaning, obviously. Okay. Oh, a nice Allen screw here at the bottom to secure. Ah, it is for the main friction level. I believe you can tighten here, then it will be more difficult to turn. You can adjust. Okay. Very nice. Little set screw here. Two of them actually in this brass piece. So beautiful construction. Okay, we are now left to remove the memory stick part, even if it is not completely necessary, but still I will do it. A little bit of a, yes, frame here, bracket like this, and just the contacts to the memory stick slot. A little bit dusty. Still the same screws. Little door here. I will clean also this. It is dirty. Okay, here. One more board with just the two little potentiometers for these controls. Okay, nothing particular to see. And we are left with one board. So very fun. So no particular. I did expect to find bulges or things like this, but no, really well made. You can see very nice product design here. Exactly what you can expect from Sony broadcast equipment. Nothing to complain about, except maybe the self-threading screws here in this cylinder things. You can see this one and this one are already starting to crack. It is a problem with threading in plastic. So here, it is what I wanted to see. The main dot matrix display, part number here, and oh, this will be a nice thumbnail for the video, I believe. The two 7 segments, and these ones also quite nice. Okay, I was hoping to find it in a socket, but no, obviously. However, it looks like this circuit board do not have metallized holes, and it looks like the solders are only on this side of the device here. So worst case scenario, if I want to just retrieve this display should be possible. A bunch of control transistors for it seems here. And here also. 8, so 8 of them here. And 2 times 8, so I believe this one will control color, and this one will control row or something like this. Each time you will control one row and one color on one of the displays, one of the dots. Okay, something of this kind. So yes, very nice golden connectors here. So really, one more I see here, probably responsible for the, I guess, for the display here. Okay, we are left with one more rubber part to clean and the empty frame. Okay, so really quite a fun thing. I will clean it correctly with a toothbrush here. I will clean everything correctly before I assemble, obviously. Then at least it will be clean. But really quite interesting. And at this price I can't complain. Just 20 euros for this. And now if you have one and you want to know how to take it apart without reading the service manual, you have my video as a reference. Okay, so I guess it is all for this thing. What I will do is definitely put a new battery in here. But really, should be quite easy to put back together. Ah, I was speaking about bulge. Look at this. We have one here. So it take one wire, going to the other side and going to one particular pin on this Altera. Wow. So looks like they did forget a track in the PCB design. Or it was just too complicated to route and prefer to do this solution, but given it is connected to a leg and not even to something more easy to work with, I guess it is a bulge. Okay, we have one. So, thanks for watching, bye bye.